Reinsu Slays A Dragon, by A.C. Pritchard. The entrance to the cavern was a decaying moor, ancient dwarven stone long melted away to form the grimacing visage of a dead god. "You were a great king, once," Reinsu noted, stepping over blackened gem teeth that once served as steps for nobility. Job hovered along behind, providing a ghostly source of pale light reaching down the king's throat. Reinsu's shadow played against the forgotten walls, golden runes shimmering to life beneath the gentle kiss of Job's glow. The walls were covered in them, flaring up in waves as Reinsu continued deeper into the desiccated mountain citadel. A thought clawed at the back of his mind as the bard gazed upon the seemingly endless supply of glowing sigils. Then it clicked. Magic is of no more use here, he reminded himself. But that just means there's definitely something awesome here. I can feel it. The tunnel gave way to a relief chamber filled with paintings, statues, and braziers, each of them a testament to dwarven craftsmanship. They are beautiful, Reinsu thought, clearing the dust away from an ornate old candelabra. The candles are still good, he noticed. After 1,000 years, they still shine in the dark. He snapped his fingers, causing a spark to jump from the tip. He snapped again, this time sending a wave of white light washing across the surface of his geometrical tattoos, instead of the intended flame effect. I knew it, he concluded. Anti-magic. Job floated up behind him as he continued to admire the bronzed, dwarven candlestick. The surface, when wiped away, was still so polished he could clearly make out his reflection in it. Noise, he thought, brushing a wild lock away from the periphery of his shades. He noticed something else in the reflection of the candelabra, though. Movement. Something crawling on the ceiling. Reinsu dove behind a nearby pillar, the thing on the ceiling making no attempt to hide itself any longer. Within these walls, I have only my kahunas to fight with. He looked to his ethereal, ghostly companion for solace. Job, looks like I could use a hand. Job shrugged, the way floating hands do. Well, if it's a dragon or something, I can always try to punch it in the face. He could feel the immense weight of whatever had been shifting around the vaulted ceiling of the dead king's hall. It grew closer as it searched the room more and more hungrily. Reinsu felt metal beneath him. Then, he realized he had been sitting on a pile of dusty coins this entire time. Not just coins, but treasure. All kinds of treasure. The dust was so thick, it made it all blend in with the stone walls and filthy floor. "We can buy you a new glove, Job," he quipped. "In this world, at least." Then, another thought clicked. Holy crap, Job, that is a dragon. A metallic roar ripped through the air like some hellish machine slowly grinding to a halt. The beast's scream shook the walls, causing the countless magical runes across their surface to flare up all at once. Dust rained beneath the mountain like a grey storm. At the storm's heart emerged the hulking silhouette on an ancient draconic WYRM. A dragon, in the flesh. It surged forward, serpentine neck gliding down across the surface of the dwarven cut floor stones. Its eye slid open wetly, immense vertical pupil tightening in on Reinsu. Focusing. That same metallic voice filled the ancient halls of the king. "There you are, thief in the shadows. I came here looking for something awesome," Reinsu replied without a second thought. Job frantically tugged at his cape, but the bard didn't seem to notice. "Look no further," the drake responded, recoiling back to reveal the enormity of its form. The runes continued to light up whenever its voice touched them. Its wings filled the mountain, casting a fresh shadow across the enormous dead chamber. "My scales are iron. My teeth are swords. My wings are a hurricane." The WYRM's black voice caused the brightest flash yet from the dwarven markings, another wave of dust and debris rushing in as the walls shook. Coughing, Reinsu waved the dust away and flipped a coin in the air, then caught it. "That's pretty freaking awesome," he mused, pulling out his pipe and topping it off. "Since magic is a no-go, I'll have to rely on my good looks." Reinsu struck a pose, pushing all his willpower to his face. "My kahunas move mountains," he roared. Flicking his shades up dramatically, he delivered the follow-up strike. "My dick is a silmaril." The drake reared back, disgusted and appalled, but it did not matter. Reinsu had already taken a seat back on the dusty pile of treasure. "Left, right, good night," Reinsu concluded. "Think I'll name you Magus." The dragon's eyes went wide. Wait, you mean you're not scared of me?" "Not at all," Reinsu scoffed, brandishing his pipe. "Got a light, Magus?" And so it was that the dragon known as Magus and the wanderer Reinsu became the best of friends. They partied for a week straight, but it wasn't until Job threw up in the Dwarven King's gem-encrusted crown that Magus thought it was a good time to call it. "Will I ever see you again?" Magus asked as Reinsu opened a portal in front of the mountain citadel. "Probably," Reinsu reassured, not really giving it any real thought. "I was relieved that you're cool. I took you for an incel with all that gold and no lady dragons around." They both laughed together, completely by accident. "Incels," they said in unison, continuing to laugh. Then, Reinsu stepped into the portal to continue his search for something awesome, and Magus went back to gooning above the king's throne.
Based.